So we're getting very near the mid-season split. Now we got like 5 days left and solos is going to disappear and we're apparently getting quads. So it's going to be an interesting time. I'm not sure if they're going to put duos back and then add quads as well. So we'll have duos, trios, quads, or they're going to just do trios and quads. I think a lot of people will miss the solo mode, to be honest. And the solo mode's made me realise that like having guns kitted off spawn is sometimes really, really good for pubs. I feel like when I'm playing pubs and I have to pick up attachments now, I'm a bit like, oh, why have I got to do this? So I think in the future they should look at maybe putting kitted guns on the floor for pubs. I'm not sure. What do you think in the comments of that? I think it's a good idea, but I don't think they should do it for ranked. I'm a bit funny about that. But let me know in the comments what you think of that idea. But this video is not about that. We got 5 days left of this split, and if you haven't already earned the solo 20 badge, which I'll show you right now, let me go on to Rifle Do. Go over to badges here, and this badge right here. So Army of One? Army of One. This badge is for getting 20 kills in the solo mode. If you still not had this, got this badge, in this video I'm going to teach you the easiest way to do this, and it's kind of an exploit, to be honest. It is not a legit way to get it. So if you are miles away, you've got like max like 10 kills, then if you do this, you probably earn the badge really, really easily. Now for a lot of my viewers, you might already know exactly what this method is, and you might have already heard about it. And it is going to be getting into lobbies with loads of bots, basically. It's been very common to do this season. I made a lot of videos about it. I'll be honest, the content has been a bit dry on Apex. I've got a couple of videos I'm going to get out before the split, but this one I wanted to make because I'm sure some people still haven't got this badge, and this will be the easiest way to get it. So in this video, we're going to go over exactly how to do that once again, and a few tips from myself because there are a few ways to make this easier again. So let's get into this. So just to start things off here in the background, you can see that these lobbies are quite easy to get into. This is literally one of the first games I had on, and I was on a computer playing this. I was on a PC. You do require a PC of some form to do this. I'm not saying you have to have a PC account. You can have a console account on PS5, Xbox, whatever, but you have to have crossplay on, and you have to have access to a PC so you can access your crossplay console account from your PC. So I'll say that first. Even if you're on console, you can do this, but you do require to have a PC or a laptop or anything that can run Apex, basically. And I don't say it needs to be like real good like settings or anything, because hopefully you can get into a game where there's not a lot of real players and mostly bots like this game here. As you can see, I've pretty much got a 20 bomb in what, like 30 seconds in this game. So it's one of those things. It's not that hard to do, and I will go over exactly how to get into these games now. The hardest thing is normally finding a game with no actual people in that are also doing this, because right now there are hundreds of people doing this because of me and a lot of people that have making videos on this and tweeting about it and stuff on Twitter. So it's one of them things that is slowly getting a bit more common, but we've got 5 days left. There are still ways to get 20 bombs really, really easily, and damage badges if you want to do that as well. So to start things off here, I'm going to show you how to change your server. Obviously a lot of people probably know how to do this already. Standard, I'm in the UK, I play on London servers. You can see my ping is 14. It's another bad thing about this is that your ping will be stupidly high, and it is not enjoyable to play at all, but it's, once again, if you want to get a badge, then it's worth doing. There's a few servers you can do this on now. Apparently some of the American ones or the US servers are actually do have some bots in now, but I've always found the Hong Kong one to be the best, the Hong Kong server. There's a lot of servers here that, like the Taiwan server, the South and the Singapore ones, do also work, but for me the Hong Kong one has always been the best, but it might also be the most popular because most people recommend this one, like I do. So right now I'd have 270 ping on the Hong Kong server, but this is the one that you're going to want to select. Next up, you got to work out what time it is in Hong Kong or whatever server that you're playing on, because it has to be at a time where the servers are quiet. You have to have less real people online, so you get more of the bots in your game. Now for me, I'm in the UK and they're about 8 hours ahead of me. So if I play anywhere from about 8 PM to 10 PM at night, then it's like 4 to 6 in the morning for them. And that's around when the quietest times are for gaming. Midnight to like early morning, like 6 AM. Obviously it's the most annoying hours to kind of play, so no one really, well, less people play that time, and especially towards the end of the season right now, there will be end of the half season, there will be a lot less people actually playing at that time because the hype's kind of died down for now. So right now it'll be a good time to actually do this. So I don't want to make this video long at all. As you can see in the background right now, I'm just flying in with a load of AFK bots, and I land right next to them on a mountain here and they all die. And this will happen quite a few times. It's not one of them things that's not controllable. I'm not saying you will get this within the first game or maybe even the 10th game, but this is an easy way to do it, and it's a lot less stress than actually doing it yourself. So Basically, the tips I have for you is the bots go right to the end, they turn around, they land about a quarter to a third back, and once you play a few games, you kind of learn that quite easily. And if you're playing someone that doesn't have damage, like a caustic or a fuse, for example, then you're going to want to find a gun so you can kill people with. So you got to kind of predict where they're going to land to, and then just hope for the best that you're going to get 20 kills that you need for your badges. There's many ways you can also make this a little bit easier, but the best one that I found is, when you're flying in, you see a lot of people jump out early and they're like trying to land guns so they can get kill some more bots. If you have like under 40 people in your game or under 30, definitely leave. And I would just go again. Literally just leave the game, go again, and wait until you spawn in and the champion is a bot. You can tell they're a bot because normally they're a Gibby and they have some odd name that doesn't mean anything. It's just letters and numbers added together. And a majority of the bots are Gibbies because they last the longest in game. So that's my tip to you. Literally, if there's a problem, like if there's not enough people in your game, for example, and there's a lot of people just killing you over and over, leave the game and do it a few times. I recommend if you leave 5 times, you'll 100% get more bots in the 5th game than you have the 1st game. That is the biggest tip I can give you. You have like 5 days left to do this. I would recommend just trying to do it now if you want to get this badge done before it is over. I'm really hoping that Quads has some badges as well, and hopefully this method does get a bit harder to do because, or they must somehow patch it. I'm not sure how they can. Right now, I would say this is not bannable because I've just not seen anyone get banned for it. I wouldn't say I recommend doing it on your main account. I never will do it on my main account because I'm just not willing to risk anything for that account. I had too much stuff on it, and honestly, I just couldn't do it. Yeah, I don't recommend doing it on your main account. To be honest, but if you're like one of them, if you want to do it, like really badly want to do it, I don't think there's a huge issue. Just for me, I wouldn't do it on my main account. So I'll leave that up to you guys. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Join my Discord as well. We have just under like 70-80 people in my Discord now. It's actually grown a bit, and occasionally we have kind of chats and you can ask me questions and stuff in there. You'll be the first people to see new videos because I always put a link in the Discord. So yeah, make sure you join my Discord. Link is in the description if you have any questions on that. But yeah, I'm just kind of blabbering on now. I will leave it at that. That is literally the method. It is nothing crazy. You get in a game with a lot of bots and you can kill them pretty quickly. I wouldn't recommend doing it loads. If you want to get your badge, do it. When you don't finish getting your badge, just finish that and play some normal games so your account doesn't look like fishy in any way. And I don't think this is trackable, bannable, or whatever you want to call it. But cheers guys, thanks for watching. Hope you get this badge soon. Let me know if you do in the comments. Cheers guys, thanks for watching, and peace out for now.